Hey everyone, Aquarian Humanitarian here. Today we will continue our dialogue. I am super grateful and excited because we get to talk with Sir Tato Malay again. He has so much wisdom to share with us, and this time it is about the 20 qualities of Kamalayan learner. Kamalayan means consciousness. So, in our last video, we learned the first of the 20 qualities. Today, we will tackle the second and probably the third if time permits. So, with that said, I want to
Oh,
welcome and introduce Sir Tato Malay.
hello, and once again, we're here to shock you. Well, pardon the word
Always
shock,
shock
but
people.
yes, we intend. That's an intentional thing that we
Yes.
normally do here because we don't say the usual things or the normal things that you hear in media or in school or wherever. But here, you hear the uncomfortable truth that we would like to emphasize.
Yeah, because
Uncomfortable truth.
no one else
Yeah,
will
I mean,
talk about it.
because, well, what kind of truth do you know? I mean, yeah, but the uncomfortable truth. Wow, what are they? Anyway, so we've started already talking about the 20 qualities of a Kamalayan learner, and we started out uh, with that kind of with the number one statement did, a Kamalayan learner has a new vision of a new world. And we actually spent the whole hour for that
Yeah,
number one quality.
yeah,
Now,
it's a good
the
topic.
second, third, fourth, I would intend to talk about them the next few days because I would want to jump to, I don't know what number that is, but I want to deal with a Kamalayan learner knows uh, or rather, okay, how do I really say it? Um, I don't know if you have a list, but then again, wow, of all times that I need to, when I need to really look at it there, biglang it's not here. So where did I put
It's
it?
okay. Take your time.
Mm, hmm,
Take your
where is
time.
it? All right, the Kamalayan learner knows exactly that it is human. It's a human. I mean, okay, the Kamalayan learner knows that it is human and divine at the same time. You would like to emphasize that now, I mean, this early, because that's the most important thing in Kamalayan that you need to learn that we are actually human beings, but not only human beings, but we are really divine beings because we are spiritual beings in the first place.
Hmm.
So, having said that, I would like to start first, rather, with how we deal with God. What do we really know about God? I mean, if you're divine, if you have the divine attitude or attributes of a God, what is God? All right. So maybe I'd like to first start with what I had studied when I really took the Conversations with God book seriously when I started teaching all the books actually in Baguio City, where I actually uh, was able to confirm that this is exactly what I would want to teach in Kamalayan. So the lessons I learned from Conversations with God have been, I would say, studied and at the same time assimilated for my Kamalayan advocacy. So first of all, yun na nga, the mere fact that the title of the book of Neil Donald Walsh was Conversations with God. He had a conversations with God through uh, what do you call this? Um, Downloading or channeling, if that is the right word that you know right now.
Hmm.
So channeling. So he wasn't aware of that, but basically, what happened to him was he had that opportunity to really channel God without him. really understanding what was going on during that time. But he was writing it at the same time. Actually, it was more of automatic writing than
Mm.
that was dictating something to him. So he was just writing and writing. All right. So more of the things, many of the things that you wrote were so, I would say, fantastic in terms of what I read there. And I said, this is exactly the kind of God I believe in. So to
Mm-hmm.
start with, which would shock practically many at this point in time. This is how God, how he described, how Neil Donald Walsh described God through his books. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, God does not require anyone to believe in God. Okay? What is the church teaching? You have to believe in God. But in conversations with God, the first thing God said, you don't have to believe in me. So that's exactly what Neil Donald Walsh wrote.
Mm-hmm.
God does not require anyone to believe in God. God respects the freedom and diversity of all beings and does not impose any dogma and yeah, and does not impose any dogma or doctrine on anyone. God invites everyone to experience the divine in their own way without making anyone wrong for their choices.
Mm-hmm.
So practically any religion for that matter is okay, or the kind of God that they believe in is okay. So if they believe in that kind of a God, but we don't necessarily have to believe in the God.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he says. So even the atheists, basically, they say we don't believe in God, but we know there is
Mm-hmm.
something out there. And that's what they say.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what this means. No? So God does not require anyone to believe in God. Wow, what's your take on that? Sige nga, if you will,
Yeah. When you
if
were when you
you,
were
I think you heard this for the first time.
actually when you were just reading that statement there, what came to mind is, oh my God, I can only imagine the people who's gonna watch this who are very religious.
See, shock. Yeah, exactly. But we have to break it. I
That's
mean, in terms
that's
of,
the
well, we have to introduce this kind of a concept
right, right.
because yun na nga, people die or kill for a God that they believe in.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
he is God itself. I mean, of course, it's not a person. Okay, I will read first how Neil actually describes God. No, God is a new. I mean, okay, in the book Conversations with God, God is a new and radical vision of spirituality that transcends the old and outdated concepts of religion. Wow. God is not a person, but a process, not a judge, but a friend, not a separate entity, but the essence of everything. Ganda, di ba? I mean, if you get
Yeah.
to read that, I read that in 2000, year 2000, 25 years ago. And so when I started reading it, I couldn't stop anymore. So I need to learn more about this God that Neil Donald was talking about. And so I got hooked. And so the first thing that he said about God was God does not require anyone to believe in God. Okay, so what's your other take on that? Masashock ang mga tao. Yeah,
Matasyak
definitely.
talaga
And then that's why
ang
I
mga
don't have that many
tao.
following. That's why I don't
Same
have many
here.
following. I mean, the first
Same
time they get
here.
to hear me this, I mean, they will say, "They're talking about this. You're talking nonsense there." That's what
You
they tell
know,
me. So I don't blame them.
but Kuya, that's what I wanted to say is that, you know, just think about this. If God is loving, God didn't want us to be fearful of Him. But the Bible or the teachings in church is always like that. Like, okay, if you don't follow this, then this is what's gonna happen. It's like fear-based. That's my
That's
take on it.
why may problema. I mean, there's a big problem with that because people really just follow exactly everything what the church says. But God says, you don't have to believe in me. I mean, it's okay. I mean, to be who you are at this moment. I mean, okay, but I will continue so you'll have a better understanding of what this is
Yeah.
all about.
Go ahead.
So I'll go to number two. Number two is God is without gender, size, shape, color, or any of the characteristics of an individual.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, or God is without gender, size, shape, color, or any of the characteristics of an individual living being. God is beyond any human categories or limitations. God is the source and substance of all that exists, seen and unseen, known and unknown. Okay, so God is not a male
Yep.
personality, I mean, that we know, or
Yep.
persona. So
Yep.
God
Yep.
is without gender, God is without size, God is
Yes.
without shape, color, or any of the characteristics of any individual human being. I mean, we always think of a God that is like us because of the statement that let us make man in our image and likeness. But that
Mm-hmm,
was
mm-hmm.
not God who made that statement. Those were extraterrestrials. So again, okay, sige. All right. So, I mean, that's why Kamalayan is not that big in terms of its following because
Yeah.
in the first place, I don't encourage want people to follow me all throughout. I mean, they can always come in and get out the moment they learn whatever, and if they feel they have learned enough, or if they feel it's not for them, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so God is without gender. So I think let's leave it at that. I mean, later on, people will just get to be realizing, oh nga, no, I mean, we're talking
Yeah.
about a God who's like us, and God is not that at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, number three, God talks with everyone all the time. Di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you believe in that? God talks to everyone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
God communicates with us through our intuition, our feelings, our thoughts, our dreams, our signs, and our synchronicities. God listens to us and responds to us in ways that we can understand and appreciate. So God listens to all of us all the time. The question is, do we listen to God when He talks? And how does God talk? God communicates with us through our intuition, di ba? Kutob,
Mm-hmm.
our feelings, what we feel at the moment, our thoughts, our dreams, our signs, our synchronicities. God listens to us and responds to us in ways that we can understand and appreciate. God communicates to us through songs, the lyrics of the songs that we hear. Not only that, the conversations we hear at the next table, if we're eating in a restaurant, somehow parang there's a message that I heard somewhere. Parang it's telling me something. That's God talking to us. That's
Yeah.
how God talks to us. So, ang tanong kasi natin, how does God talk to me? And how can I talk to God? Simple, ang sinabi ng simbahan. Pray. And pray and meditate. That's all. So it was limited to that. But here,
Yeah.
God communicates with us, to us, through our intuition, feelings, thoughts, our dreams, signs, and our synchronicities. Hindi ba kung minsan, parang, may swerte ko naman. Biglang nakaupo lang ako doon. Biglang nakita ko si ganito. And then, I was offered this particular job. I mean, that's synchronicity. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how God talks talks to us
Yes.
or how God deals with us. We have to understand those things. I mean, sometimes we brush them off as wala yan. Pero yun na nga. That's how God talks to us. All right. If you have anything to add to that or any reaction from you
Comment. My comment
or
to that,
additional?
my comment to that is, since hindi natin alam, since we don't know that there's many ways to communicate with God outside of praying and meditating, we didn't know. And sometimes, and a lot of times, like I'm guilty of ignoring red flags. I'm guilty
Mm,
of not following my intuition. There's synchronicities that we miss because we're not aware. We're not living in the present moment. We're thinking about,
mm,
the past, or we're worrying about the future. And a lot of times, the and sometimes you ask yourself, why am I going through this in my life right now? Whatever challenges you're going through, sometimes it has to happen that way, because that's the only time that we can really connect with God, when we're in trouble and
yeah,
asking for help. But it doesn't have to be that way. We can always tap into Him every day. Like, ask him
exactly.
for guidance. This is what I want to do. Um, Show me like the best possibility, or give to me. I might be limited in my knowledge. This is what I think. If there's something better, show it to me.
All right. Okay, very good. At least that's how you really talk to God and how God talks to you. But again, as I've said, there are so many other possibilities. All right, number 4. God is separate from nothing, but is everywhere present. The all in the all, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. The sum total of everything that ever was, is now, and ever shall be. God is not outside of us, but within us, not above us, but around us, not distant from us, but close to us. Exactly. That's what Jesus said. God is within us. And not only that, God is everywhere. God is in everyone,
In
you
everyone,
know,
everything.
God, and it's not separate from anything.
Yep.
So God is in everything. So everything, the table is God. The dog is God. The cat is God. The plant
Mm-hmm.
is God. Everything is God in terms of everything that we see. And tapos, ang feeling natin God, where are you? Hindi ba? I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
always looking for you, but it seems that you're not available, or you're far away, or you're sleeping. You're not minding me. But
Yeah.
God is always with us. I mean, if you are given this kind of a description of God, how will you now feel? Hindi ba ang sarap?
Mm-hmm.
God is always with you. And not only always with you, but in everything that you see, that there God is. So why will we say that we were napabayaan ng Diyos? Yan ang palaging sigaw ng mga Pilipino. Diyos ko, bakit mo kami pinababayaan? Diba? Ganun.
Not
Anyway,
people are not
so
taking responsibility. That's why.
in other words, you've been with me for the past year sa Kamalayan Cafe Sessions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time you hear me talk about this. But I've been writing about this. Kaya lang, I don't talk about it sa Kamalayan Cafe Session kasi masashock nga yung mga nagdoon talaga. Kaya hindi ko masyadong inaano to. But definitely, well, many times I've written about this already. And somehow parang on paper, or when you get to read it, parang okay lang, parang yeah, all right. But then again, you're intellectualizing kasi people. But when you hear me talk this way and you hear it for the first time, or when you hear it again now, me discussing it, parang wow, ano na naman yan. Sige. And anyway, so again, I'll go to the fifth one. Actually, there are 9 of this. The fifth one is God is not a singular super being, but the extraordinary process called life. God is the creative force that animates and sustains all forms of existence. Okay, God is the creative force that animates and sustains all forms of existence. The life of everything, the plants, the animals, human beings, everything. It's God that animates that very being. So, yun na nga, no? So it's not a singular super being. God is present in everything where there is life. God is the evolutionary impulse that drives us to grow and change. God is the love that binds us together. So, love, the impulse that drives us to grow and change, whatever that is that makes us really now think of doing something different. That's God in us.
Mhm.
Kaya ang sarap eh. If you know that God is always present in whatever we're doing, whatever we're thinking, whatever we're saying. Wow, everything is really God. So it's not just not separate or singular super being out there. No, everywhere you see God at work, God's presence. No, ako, hirap lang ganito. Akala nila, nagpo-form ako ng religion. When I talk this way. Anyway, anything to add to that?
No, it's clear.
Or it's clear? Okay. Number 6. Ito yan eh. Maganda ito. God is ever changing. God is not static or fixed, but dynamic and flexible. See, I mean, people think that God is already God and nothing will still happen beyond what God is now. But God is ever and always changing. That's why yung mga densities, yung mga ano natin yung inaakyat natin, how many densities do we know? 12?
Mhm.
But actually there's more. I mean, because God is always evolving and evolving. So never ending tayo, pataas and experiencing new things. We will not say, oh, I've reached this, uh, I'm done. Okay na ako. I mean, di ba, just like what we think of sila Jesus and Buddha, or they've reached that the 12th dimension and they're already the kind of avatar or whatever that hanggang dyan na lang sila. No, I mean, they're still evolving because God is ever changing. So we don't know what's next. That's why we would create new galaxies. We will create new planets. We will create. That's exactly how we look at our uh, planetary beings now. We are tasked in the future to be able now to help in the
Great.
creation of more galaxies and more densities out there. So, sige lang, maganda, di ba? Tapos sasabihin mo, bakit
Exciting.
ganito ay corny? Hindi nila akalain na ang dami pala nating kailangan pag-isipan pa.
Mhm.
Anyway, so, anything to add?
Nope.
Nothing, no download, whatever. Basta kung may biglang bigla kang merong download, let me know.
Actually, Kuya
Numbers,
Tats, if you're getting this information from Conversations with God, I believe I had posted this video in my Facebook post a couple of years ago when I started my spiritual awakening. This is the first book, one of the
see,
first
I mean,
book.
there are no coincidences in our
No, and
uh,
it
meeting.
was it was a very powerful book when I read it and when I
Uh,
listened to it. That's why I said, "Oh my God, I have to share this." So yeah, it's been in my post for from a couple of years ago, and it's been a while since I read it. But in the beginning of my journey, that's one of the first books that, came to me. So yeah, it's good.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, the books are banned now here in Manila, in the Philippines.
Really?
You won't see any conversations with God and or any other books of Neil Donald Walsh among siguro mga 18 books of his. You will not see any in National Bookstore or in Fully Book. Wala.
I wonder if
So,
after our Zoom, I'm gonna go check my Facebook post and I'm gonna see if that was taken out too by YouTube because there
yeah.
are
I mean,
there are
no, they
some.
don't take it out. They don't take it out. YouTube doesn't take it out. No problem with that. I mean,
Okay,
yung mga
because
dito sa Philippines lang.
because I had some YouTubes that was censored. I mean, I think
Well,
I
maybe
was
you went political. Normally, if you go political,
no,
they
it's
take
not
it out.
it's not political. It's not political. It's something that's against their agenda. I think that's what that is. It's
Okay, but
against their agenda. So
kasi
they flag me for it.
many of the many of the many of these things that I talk about, I hear them in YouTube. So I don't see any problem with that. So talagang wala akong nakikitang kwan. It's nothing new in
Yung
YouTube. I mean, it's
yung
prevalent there.
kasing yung kasing YouTube post ko, it was in Facebook and Facebook censors me too. So I really
Unless you go against any religion,
no, I didn't. It was just uh
general.
it, no, it was just a YouTube video that I post. So I gotta look
Okay.
later and see if it's still there
Yeah,
because
okay.
I
Anyway,
haven't looked into it. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
so yeah. So, number 7. Ito, isa pa rin ito napakagandang pakinggan or maintindihan. God is needless. God does not need anything from us, but gives everything to us.
No
See, I
wonder they
mean, God
banned
does
it.
not need.
No wonder they
Di ba?
banned it in the Philippines.
Yes, exactly. God does not need anything from us, but gives everything to us. Di ba? God gave us everything already. But God does not need to to pay it, not for you to pay it back later on.
Yeah. Yep.
Binigyan kita nito, bigyan mo ko ng tithe. I mean, yung kaya
No,
nga
it
yung
doesn't work
tithing,
that way.
ano di ba? I mean,
Hmm.
it does not actually really sound good in terms of
Yeah.
why would God need your tithes in terms of why? He has everything, He is everything, and He gave everything, and then He will expect you to pay back.
Yeah, that's not the
What's
kind
that?
of God. That's not the kind of God that I know. And what happens is when the church imposed this tithing and people who are not able to do it, and then what do they end up feeling? They feel bad, they feel guilty, and it's
Yeah,
a low vibration. That's why
low
people can
vibration.
never get out of this cycle and this loop of low vibe energies because of this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Di ba? Tapos sabi nila, bibigay naman ako sa simbahan para it's working against them. Anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
to continue, God does not demand anything of us, but offers everything to us. God does not expect anything from us, but accepts everything of us. Accepts everything of us, whether we are, you know, simple, extravagant, a criminal, what? God accepts everything. In other words, no judgment. So, what kind
Tapos,
of a God really now are you now looking at? I mean, di ba? I mean,
yeah.
God is needless. I don't need anything from you. You don't need to change. You don't, I mean, if you want to be like that, go on. Wala akong problema dyan. Yun lang eh. That's your expression. I'm experiencing you. I'm experiencing myself
Experiencing.
through you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, so that's how God is. That's why God, yun na nga, parang gave us a free will nga na,
Free will, yeah.
because it wanted to experience itself with
Through us.
whatever you want to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so all right. Number 8. God does, God does not ask to be served, but is the servant of all life. Oh, I'm sorry. God does not ask to be served, but is the servant of all of life. Okay, di ba? Anong ginawa natin? We have to serve the Lord. We have to serve God. See, I mean, but God is the servant of all life.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, I will do it for you. I'll give it to you. Oh, ganun yun eh. But ang ginawa ng simbahan, hindi. You have to worship. You have to really show or give service to God. I mean, whatever. Better, anyway, to continue. God does not seek to be worshipped, but is the worshiper of all of life. God does not want to be obeyed, but is the obeyer of all of life. Look at that. God is not, does not want to be obeyed, but is the obeyer of all of life. God always says yes to whatever we want. God, gusto ko dito. Yes, I will give it to you. But why don't we get it? Because we don't match the frequency of that, what God is, where God is giving it. And that's where the problem lies. But God
Yep.
is always giving it to us. That's why in Jesus, di ba sabi nga ni Jesus, when you pray, believe as if you have received it already. When you say
Yep.
believe, you believe that you are
Claim it.
already in that frequency. Name it
Yep.
and claim it, rather. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, ang ganda eh. So, the way God was described here. So, sabi ko, kaya talaga nagkakagulo ang tao eh. Kasi iba yung paniniwala nila of what God is for them.
Yeah.
And then number 9, the last one. God will be unconditionally loving, non-judgmental, non-condemning, and non-punishing. See, saan ang galing yung magagalit sa iyo ang Diyos pag ginawa mo yan? Di ba? That's what the church will really tell you. God will punish you. You will go to hell.
Yep.
But God is unconditionally loving, non-judgmental, non-condemning, and non-punishing. God ka na nga eh. Why will you, mapipikon ka ba? Pag sinabihan ka na, oh God, bakit ganito pa? Diyos ka na nga eh. Tapos magagalit ka. Look at
Yeah.
the logic behind all these things.
Yep.
And diba, if you're God, will you be affected?
No.
See, what they made out of God. So this when I studied this, when I learned about this teaching, sabi ko, this is what I want to teach. This is what people need to learn. Kaya lang
Yeah.
people need to be had them in a piecemeal thing kasi otherwise, ikaw kaya mo na yung ito eh. That's why when I gave it to you in toto, kung tanggap mo, hindi ka na shock. Pero if I tell this to sila Glessy and sila Juan, of course naman, open na naman yung mga minds nila. But anyway, so these are the first things that I need to teach people when you're a Malayan learner. But there are other things that you need to learn. Because in the study of conversations with God, there are 25 core principles that, those are the 24 core messages of conversations with God. In other words, those messages would already envelop all the teachings of the 18 books that Neil talked about or wrote about. So, would you like me to start with that? Continue with that, or nasyak ka
Yeah.
na? Nasyak ka in a
No.
way.
No. Go for it. Go for it. We have time.
Actually, I think you've read this as well already because I always post this naman eh. Kaya lang, tinitignan ko nga yung mga reaction ng mga tao. So, okay lang. I mean, people get to really write against it, but I dismiss it. Understand because I understand where they're coming from.
Yes, yes.
Yung iba, sabi nila okay ito. Pero pag tumatagal, biglang sabi ko, akala ko okay sa'yo. Parang sa umpisa lang siguro nagandahan ka tapos hindi mo pa rin matanggap, hindi mo ma-erase yung old beliefs mo. That's the problem of many. All right. The core messages of Conversations with God. Ito yun exactly the words of Neil. Here in 1,000 words is all that the human race needs to know in order to live the life for which it has yearned and which, despite trying for thousands of years, it has yet to produce. Carry these messages to your world. So these are the messages that I normally or usually or regularly put out in my my blogs. I wrote about it. I write about them in terms of, different stories. But these are all the things that are said here. Number one, we are all one. All things are one thing. All things are one thing. There is only one thing, and all things are part of the one thing. There is, There is only one thing, and all things are part of the one thing there is. This means that you are divine. You are not your body, you are not your mind, and you are not your soul. You are the unique combination of all three, which comprises the totality of you. You are an individuation of divinity and expression of God on earth. Again, you are an individuation, divinity, and expression of God on earth. So that's one of the core messages of Conversations with God. Like to add to that?
No, it's clear. It's crystal clear.
Okay. Number two, there's enough. It is not necessary to compete or much less fight over your resources. All you have to do is share. In other words, we have everything. We don't have to fight over them, but we need to share. That's one of the second message of Conversations with God books. See, I mean, I don't know why the different Christian religions banned this book. Sayang ganda talaga. That's why I wasn't able to continue the studies because the books are not available now. Kasi before, when I used to have study groups, parang naman coffee session then. I would ask them, okay, let's meet on Tuesday and bring the books so that we can study it chapter by chapter. So ganun kami dati. And wala na yung books. So I couldn't just teach them something that they don't have anything to review later on. So sabi ko sayang. But anyway, sige,
it's gonna come back.
I will do it in a different way.
It's gonna return.
I'm doing it. I'm now sharing it now in terms of, if you don't have it in a physical book, I mean, you will have a Kamalayan blogs on. It's basically
available.
Anong tawag dito? Available. All right. So number 2, okay, tapos na tayo. Number 3, ito maganda. There's nothing you have to do. There is much you will do, but nothing you are required to do. I mean, there's nothing you have to do. There is much you will do, but nothing you are required to do. God wants nothing, needs nothing. Pag nabasa mo yun, what will your reaction be like? Wala pala akong gagawin. Wala. I mean, enjoy life, chill out, have fun. That's all. Supposed to, hindi kailangan gawin ko ito kasi kailangan kong pakita na ganito ako na maka-Diyos ako Ayun, ganun ang dating ng mga ibang tao But God does not require you to do anything. You're here to enjoy. Eh, yun ang purpose mo dito sa mundong ito, hindi pa ginawa. Nagdurusa ka. Kasi yun ang gusto ng Diyos para sa iyo. No, it's not true. So,
I'm gonna
again,
add
there's nothing you have to do. There is much to do. Sige, sige. Okay.
I'm gonna add something to that because I can already hear what people would say in terms of that point. They're gonna say, if we're not
Yeah.
gonna do anything, how are we gonna be able to sustain ourselves? How are we gonna live, right? And this is the thing that most people don't know, that there are, that there are dark entities, dark forces that has controlled this planet for thousands of years. So, um, in actuality, we really shouldn't have to work. We really shouldn't have to
Mm.
uh, do anything to sustain ourselves, because the problem is this: the dark forces, the dark entities that control the planet controls everything.
They created a system.
It's the
They
system,
created
okay?
a system
They created a system so that
for us to follow.
for us to follow, for us to think that we're slaves. They don't want us to remember. They try very
Yeah.
hard
They,
for us not to remember that we are gods, because when we finally figure out that we're all gods, no one's going to listen to them, no one's going to do any work,
yeah.
and then they're not going to generate any more revenue. They created this system,
I,
so
I,
we're in this container, and that we cannot leave. Now
exactly.
it's different, because now a lot of people are waking up. The planetary alignment is different. Solar flash, solar storm, light codes are activating our DNAs. So I mean, we're remembering. A lot of people are remembering who they are, and they're like, "No, I'm not gonna follow this. No, I'm not gonna do what they're telling me to do. There's got to be other way
Okay.
to do it." So a lot of people are going have done living off grid. Like, they're not, they're acting as a sovereign being. They're not relying on any government or anything like that. That does not align with, with what resonates with them.
Exactly. But don't get me wrong here, no? I mean, I hope the people don't get us wrong. I mean, okay, we still are supposed to do something. Kasi sabi niya, there's nothing you have to do. There's much, but
Yeah.
you're not, but nothing you are required to do. But there is something that we need to really do. We were given gifts. You have to discover that gift. If
Yeah.
you have that gift for singing, sing. If you have that gift for dancing, dance. If you have that gift for inventing, invent. You have that gift for writing, right? Whatever that gift is, that's your responsibility to discover and do it. Because with, with, with that being said, it will make you happy because that's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Di ba? I mean, mga taong magaling kumanta, kantalalakan, o saya lang sa'yo, masaya lang sila ganun. So, that's their gift. So, they make money out of it because people enjoy watching them.
Yeah.
They pay these people to do more of what they're doing. That's how they
Exactly.
earn. That's
Mm-hmm.
how people really get to, but not because I need to work with this kind of a job that I hate. Ay, mali. Yan ang mali yung
Kasi yun ang
Hindi
ano
ba?
that's how we were programmed. That's how we were, I mean,
Yeah,
that's how it is from the beginning. Like, they program our
exactly.
school system, our educational system. Then we go to church, the same thing. We have to fit their mold of slave.
Exactly. So, but again, sabi ko, chill out lang. I mean, di ba, pag gusto mo kumanta, kumanta ka dyan. And then when people really see you singing, people would want more of you. And so, they'll give you more of what you need or what you want. Because yun na nga, parang, sige, kanta ka pa. Gusto namin yan. Di ba?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, let's go to the Next one. Uh, Number 4. We discussed this earlier already. God talks to everyone all the time. The question is not to whom does God talk. The question is who listens. So I think we discussed that already earlier. God talks to everyone. So I don't need to expound on that now. Number 5. There are 3 basic principles of life. 3 basic principles of life. Functionality, adaptability, and sustainability. That's why you have to ask these questions. Is it functional? Is it adaptable? Are you adaptable? You're able to adapt to it? And is it sustainable? So those are the very 3 basic principles of life. Sustainable, adaptable, and functional. So you need to you want me to elaborate more, or you understand this, or you might want to add to this?
No, I'm good. Unless you want to add
Good.
something, it's clear.
No more. So in other words, if it's everything in life is functional. Ano ba silbi niyan? Ano ba function niyan? Ano ba yan? Para saan ba yan? So there is always a purpose for that.
Yeah.
And then, sustainability. Are we doing this because it's helping more of everyone else, or baka naman ilang tao lang ang nakikinabang dyan, the others would not experience what is supposed to be experienced by the others as well. So, okay. So, number 6, eto, maganda. There's no such thing as right and wrong. There is no such thing as right and wrong. There is only what works and what does not work, given what it is you are trying to do. So in other words, we're not supposed to judge. Maybe they're doing this because that's what they think is right for them. So, but there is no such thing as right and wrong. There is only what works and what does not work. So if it's working, why would you stop it? If it's not working,
makes sense.
Then stop it. Don't do it. Diba?
Yep.
Ganun lang yun tayo hindi Ang hirap sa atin mali na nga sige, okay pa yan. Pag gagawan pa ng paraan para lumaganap, alam na nilang walang mangyayari yan. It will not work. So we know, we have defined many of these things in Kamalayan already, what works and what doesn't work, because we already have taught them the universal laws and principles. So from there pa lang, they would understand how everything works in life.
Yes. Yep.
Number 7, in the spiritual sense, there are no victims and no villains in the world. All right. Again, in this spiritual sense, there are no victims and no villains in the world. Although in the human sense, it appears that there surely are. Yet because you are divine, nothing can happen against your will. See, you have to know that you are God. And if God, why will I be affected by it? Diba? Why will be a victim? And there are no villains. We play roles. Sometimes we think that other people are doing it to us or against us. They're against us. But basically, what we really need to understand is who we are. If I'm affected, why would I be affected if I know I am God as me?
Yep. But the problem is the basic thing is not known by many. That's the whole issue. So if we know that we are God, then everything else just
and that's why
makes
in
sense.
Kamalayan, I always come out in whatever that We are, I write about it a lot of times that we are really God as we cannot anymore ignore that. People have to know. Itong mga sa simbahan, pinipilit pa rin nila na, hindi, tao ka lang eh. Mamamatay tayo.
Yeah.
Pag namatay ka, either pupunta ka sa langit o sa impyerno.
Yeah, and it's always like that. There's always like a threat, like it's a fear-based
Fear-based, because they want
teaching.
to control
Yeah.
us. Exactly. But ito nga, everything that I learned in conversations with God really liberated me or freed me
Yeah.
in terms of
That's
my
good.
my knowledge in spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 8. No one does anything inappropriate given their model of the world. So everything is okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong because nga, parang that's what they believe in. So okay lang,
Mm-hmm.
they allow. I mean, so no one does anything inappropriate given their model of the world. Depende na lang sa ating culture. A lot of times it's our culture that says
The
no,
difference. Yeah.
hindi yan pwede sa amin or whatever. But again, if you see different cultures, you'd see it okay sa iba hindi. Di ba? So no one does anything inappropriate. Depende na nga sa kultura. Sabihin nila, you cannot marry another person in this world. I mean, in our country, in the Philippines, because there's no divorce. According to what? According to whom? The Catholic Church. Anong ginawa ng iba? They converted to Islam, Muslim, because pwede doon mag-apat na asawa. So, in other words, that is what this thing is saying.
Ay, nako.
Diba? I mean, if you learn all these things, I mean, you will understand why people do or act this way. Okay, number 9. There's no such place as hell, and eternal damnation does not exist. All right, there's no such place as hell, and eternal damnation does not exist. Yan. Walang hell? Sabihin, kahit masama ako, pupunta pa rin ako sa langit. Oo. Oh, ayaw maniwala. Sige, subukan mo. Baka matay ka ngayon. Angelus ko, bakit ganito? Nandito pa rin. Anyway, that's another story. Okay, number 10. Death does not exist. What you call death is merely a process of re-identification. In other words,
Kuya Tats,
yes.
hold on. Merong na-download sa akin. I need to go back to just what you said. Go
There's no
back to
such
that
place as
said.
hell.
Yeah, because somebody is gonna argue with you on
I
that.
know. I mean, that's why I don't
Somebody's
want
gonna
to dwell
argue.
on it already because I mean, there's no point in really explaining it again and
Okay.
again because
Okay.
people
I,
won't
I
really accept it.
I'm going to elaborate on that so people can understand. And this is based on the download that I just got. Okay, when you understand that you're God, you know not to do things that can harm yourself and others because that's not God. That's not God frequency.
Hmm.
So if you have that understanding and if you body that Christ consciousness in you, then hell would not be an option.
Exactly.
You're not going to go to hell
Because you're already in heaven.
because you embody the Christ consciousness. You are God, you're doing the right thing. So there's no such
Exactly.
thing as going to hell. So I just wanted to make
Exactly.
that
But
clear.
people
But
will not understand it.
I don't want people to think that this is their ticket to do bad things and there's no
No, no.
consequences. There
Actually,
is consequences for all of our action.
actually, lahat ng ganyan, nasabi ko, you can do anything. Walang bawal. Huwag ka lang makakasakit o yung parang nakakaisa ka sa kapwa.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Yeah,
you can do anything.
Yeah, we want to make that
Then,
clear because we're not
uh, as
teaching
long as
anything
you're doing,
here,
as long as you're not
as long as
or
you're
not
not
killing, uh,
hurting yourself and
or others,
anybody. Yeah,
or
you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
do
for that
that.
matter. Okay. So, number 10, death does not exist. What you call death is merely a process of re-identification. Do I need to
Transition.
elaborate on that?
Oh,
Transition. It's more of
yeah.
when you wake up, when you die, you practically don't die. Your consciousness is still alive.
Yes.
And your consciousness would actually be able to see your body. Oh, who's that? That's me. Anong ginagawa ko dito? Bakit ako separated from my body? And so that's when you will understand now that you are now in transition in terms of what you're experiencing. But there's no really dying. Nobody dies. Everyone lives forever,
Eternally.
immortal,
Yeah,
infinite,
eternally.
infinite,
Yeah.
eternally.
And then
All right.
if I can add to that, this may not be known to a lot of people, but we have different types of bodies, like seven
Yeah.
bodies. So if you're not familiar with that, perhaps you can search my Facebook because I talk about the different types of bodies. So the
Yeah.
first one is this physical body, and then we have astral body, so on and so forth. So um, that's something that I just want to add to to that statement that there's no such thing as death.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So to continue, number 11, there's no such thing as space and time. There's only here and now.
Yeah.
There's no space, there's no time. Wow, ang hirap explain yan. What do you mean
Yeah.
there's no space? Walang distance? Wala. I mean, everything is already, actually, everything is created in your inner mind. It's all there inside you. Wala naman out there. It's only the projection that you do of everything already that is inside you. That's
This
exactly what, yeah.
this is
Yeah,
a
okay.
this is a very complex topic that it's gonna be hard to explain, but I'm gonna try to
In the
explain it
3D
my
world,
way.
kasi, I mean,
Uh-uh.
yeah, yeah. Sige,
Because
sige, explain.
you have to have an understanding that we are multidimensional beings, meaning we this is
Exactly.
not just us. There's a lot of versions of us experiencing different kinds of experiences. And the thing is, time is an illusion. Time is a construct. Time is created again to control us. Okay.
Yeah,
So everything is happening all at once, the past, present, future
everything all at
in
once.
another timeline. Okay? In
Yeah,
another timeline. So every time you speak, every time you think, every time you act, you're creating different branches, different consciousness, different timeline. So there's millions versions of you experiencing million different ways. That's the
yeah,
best way I can explain that.
yeah. To add to that, I mean, you know, parallel lives, parallel universes. In other
Realities, yeah.
words, we exist in different universes. We exist in different lives. A counterpart of me, a double ganger of me,
Yeah.
I mean, somehow is present in another universe. So practically, we are living simultaneously all these lives at the same time because
Yes.
we are just here in the present. There's no past and future. So basically, it's all done in the present. You just have to select what frequency that you want to be in.
Okay.
Ganun lang yan.
I wanted to add real quick because the download is I need to explain quantum physics, quantum entanglement, and Silva method.
Yeah,
So, if you guys are not familiar with that yet, dive into that because it's going to help you understand the whole concept of parallel lives, universes,
yeah,
and
quantum
us
physics.
being multidimensional beings. Another thing that I want to add is that that's the reason why I was guided to create the masterclass, Teleport to the Best Version of You, because in there I explained based on ancient ancient knowledge of how how the reality is. So based on those ancient knowledge, I took people in to experience it through meditation and mind exercises. So there's a couple of mind exercises where I take them, and basically the title is again teleport to the best version of you, because that version of you that is experiencing the highest timeline is already experiencing life. So whatever it is
Right.
that your desire is, a version of you is already experiencing that. So all you have to do is quantum jump, quantum leap to that timeline. And
All
it's an
right. Actually,
exercise that we have to do like regularly to get to that mindset, to get to that reality. It's not one shot that you can get there. Yeah, it's jumping, yes, but it takes time for us to unlearn our the things that we learned before, because not unless we can, not unless we can do that, we cannot learn these new things. Go
yeah.
ahead.
You know, okay. But I need to ask for a recess. Can you pause it for a while and then I'll just come back? I mean, I need to
Okay,
answer something.
pause. Yeah, yeah. Hi everyone, I am back, but without Kuya Tato because we're having a technical issue. For some reason, I could not hear him. So we're gonna end it here, and we're gonna continue next week with the same topic. So until next time, guys, thank you. Sorry for the unexpected unexpected difficulty. All right, talk soon.